Hi and welcome to the Insight My Life channel. So today we're going to be covering Exam P sample question 323. So I advise you to take a moment, pause the video, read through this question, and we're going to be covering it in the next slides. So the first step is to translate the estimates. So the estimate 1 we're going to define as x, and estimate 2 we're going to define as y. And both of these are normal random variables with a mean of 10b and a variance of b squared. So our goal is to find where the first estimate is 20% higher than the second estimate. So the first step is we're going to move our variables to one side, so hence we get x minus 1.2y is greater than 0. Then we're going to define a third random variable, which will represent the mixture of random variables. So our x minus 1.2y, we're going to define that as z. Next, in order to solve this, we're going to have to look at the mean and variance of the new variable z. And we need these in order to do the normal calculation on this. So the expected value of z, it's the expected value of this mixture. So basically the expected value of x minus 1.2, any constant number can just come out to the outside, so we get 1.2 times the expected value of y, and we substitute our values back in. We get 10b minus 1.2, 10b together would be equal to negative 2b. Next we do our variance. Now variance is slightly different, so be careful here. We're doing the variance of each component, but remember variance is additive. We're not going to actually be doing a subtraction. Our sign is actually going to be translated into a positive sign. So we have the variance of x plus, and then also another important note is when you have a constant inside of variance, you can pull it out, but you have to square it. So you have 1.2 squared times the variance of y. When we substitute our values in, we get b squared plus 1.44b squared equal to 2.44b squared. Now we can define our z normal variable as having a mean of negative 2b and a variance of 2.44b squared. Now our goal is to solve for where z is greater than 0. So first we need to normalize 0. So we're taking x minus mu over the standard deviation. So mu representing the average or the mean. So we get 0 minus negative 2b over the square root of 2.44b squared. So doing a little bit of algebra here, we get 2b over 1.5620b. And then you get a final answer, and seeing how the b's cancel out, you get 1.2804. So the next step is to look this up in our tables. So you can see I have a copy of the normal distribution table here. And so the answer, or not the complete answer, but the value in the tables is 0.8997. But be very careful, this is not the final answer, because the value in the normal distribution tables looks for everything less than or equal to the z value. And we're actually trying to find everything greater than the z value. So we need to take the complement of 0.8997. So basically 1 minus 0.8997 to get the other side of the bell curve. And we get a final answer of 0.10. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and to continue on with our journey through the Exam P sample questions.